Year 8 Colossal at Hourglass Brewery in Longwood, Florida. I am calling the action here. I am Zach Romero at ringside. Joining me is one Mean Drennan.
That's right, you couldn't have an 8-year happy birthday to Mayhem on Mills without the Mills Mean Machine. I am on the call with my main man, Zach. We've got Sepentico coming to the ring. We're starting off with a title match. Tell them what they're going to see tonight.
Unbelievable show from top to bottom. We've got our title match to kick things off. We've also got a good old-fashioned wrestling match between Daniel Starling and the Handsome Man of Silence. A fan-demanded rematch between Kelsey Reagan and Sarah Leone. And our main event, John Davis defends the Mills Championship against 3 of the best on the roster to find out once and for all who is the true daddy of Mayhem on Mills. Thanks for spending your Father's Day with us here, and what a match to kick things off here, Drennan.
This is going to be absolutely incredible. We've got the trust fund kid and, not exactly the most favorite guy in this Mayhem faithful right here, but he is the fighting spirit champion, and I gotta tell you right now, this kid is no joke. He's on a hot streak right now. He's defended this title against Robert Martyr, who has an incredible pedigree on the independent scene, LJ Cleary, who we're gonna see a little bit later tonight, but Blake Banks is the real deal. He is here tonight, but I think he's gonna have his biggest test he's seen since holding that title in AEW's own Sepentico.
Right you are, Drennan. And you know, when it comes to Blake Banks, he's one of the most frustrating kinds of talent because not only is he that good, he knows he's that good, and that makes him very tough to deal with.
Our man Chuck Steak with the introductions.
In this corner, with the body of a man and the soul of a serpent, fighting out of
You want to talk about snake of the people? You were looking at it right there.
And fighting in this corner, the reigning fighting spirit champion from West Palm Beach.
Blake Banks knows how to make friends.
Wow.
I think your suiting's nice.
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is the Gucci Man.
Oh.
The Versace Prince. The Don of Louis Vuitton. Woo! But you can call me the fighting spirit champion, the trust fund kid, Blake Banks.
I personally would have been totally fine seeing what Chuck brought to the table with that introduction, but
I don't know why they got me here in the opener, because the last show I killed it in the main event. Need to see over there. I'm gonna make quick work of this dude. I'm gonna get my money. I'm gonna cut the head off the snake, and then I'm gonna get out of this sheep farm and go back to my $1 million 18-acre mansion in West Palm Beach, baby!
West Palm Beach, I mean, you go up a couple miles to Boca Raton.
very true.
I gotta say, Blake Banks, I've been in the ring with both these guys. Serpentico is a hard, troubled batter. There's nothing that Blake Banks is gonna show him or pull out that he has not seen and does not have a counter for. So I tell him maybe watch your words, but hey, that is a veteran move by Blake Banks right there. You know what? Just like the quarterback running out of bounds, take your time. Serpentico's gotta beat him. Blake Banks does not have to beat Serpentico.
That may be true, but as you pointed out right from the start, this is truly the test for Blake Banks. Sepentico traveled all over, multiple titles held. He is absolutely the standard in which many wrestlers from all over can judge themselves. this is going to be one hell of a test for this young man's skills.
Starting off with a little bit of catch-can, little chain wrestling here, which he has learned as the Fighting Spirit Championship. Of course, it has kind of become a de facto secondary title here at Mayhem on Mills. The Fighting Spirit Academy, run by the grizzled young vets and Pete Dunne right here in Sanford, Florida, has been churning out talent after talent after talent, and the top of that list right now has to be Blake Banks, and I know that eats at all of the other talent that come out of that academy.
Quite the reversal chess match here. 1 count applied. Sweep the leg, Johnny. 1 count again. And the speed on display. These two evenly matched thus far, but an unbelievable tit for that tat to start things off here.
See, I like this Banks here, but I know Serpentico does not sweat Banks. This guy is used to being under the bright lights. He's used to being in high pressure situations. Banks hasn't quite made it there. He needs to win this today to make a name for himself. This might be the biggest win of Blake Banks' career if he can get by Serpentico today.
Well, so far he's had a tough time here. Serpentico with multiple pin attempts. 3rd time's a charm. 1, 2. Barely a 2 count. Huge arm drag there. And you can see the Versace Prince perhaps second guessing himself here. Ducked the clothesline. Big shoulder tackle from Serpentico.
See, he can't let his motions get the best of him. He needs to slow it down. He's going at Serpentico's pace right now. Serpentico likes to fly around. He's very well versed in that lucha libre style. He can flip, he can dive, he can do whatever needs be.
Uh-oh. And perhaps a little too slippery for Serpentico. Huge knife edge chop in the corner.
As you can see, Serpentico can also throw hands.
You pointed out that the high intensity to start things off is exactly how Serpentico likes it. If Blake Banks has any shot at maintaining some kind of control, he needs to slow this pace down.
And that right there, that's just a little thing from a veteran to a young kid right there. Hey, Zach, shut up.
The wind up.
Oh, I think everybody here at Hourglass felt that one.
Back in the cheap seats of YouTube, they heard that one bounce off the walls. Irish whip reversal in the corner. And now big chop attempted by Blake Banks in response. Up and over goes Serpentico. Again, so quick. Full head of steam and big boot. And the champ, once again, taking the high ground outside the ring, but Serpentico perhaps looking to fly here to start off this show.
And this is where Serpentico is oh so dangerous. Great move by Blake Banks, veteran move by Blake Banks. This guy sees beyond his years right here. That's what we're gonna see a lot from this kid.
Explosive aggression there, able to shift things, and now perhaps Banks looking to fly. Wow! Pinpoint accuracy on that drop kick.
Oh, he just creamed him right in the face there.
Right between the snake eyes.
Wait a minute.
And Serpentico now splattered on the outside.
And Blake's, he's got this little pretty boy persona, but he isn't afraid to mix it up. He does have a little bit of a tough streak. I would say a guy like Serpentico can bring a little bit of that out of him.
Well, with the training, as you mentioned, coming out of the Fighting Spirit, you have to have that tough streak, and you can see it right now.
Oh yeah, nobody is second guessing the toughness of guys like Pete Dunne and the young vets. If you're in there and you're getting in training with guys like that, they are grinding your nose to the
cover attempt in the center of the ring, only a 2 count. And now, as we predicted, slowing the pace down here, trying to take the head off the snake, as Blake Banks mentioned before the match. Trying to cut off the oxygen to the brain of Serpentico and keeping him excellent ring awareness from this young man.
And I like that a little bit extra. He's leaning on him right there. He's putting his body on there. And this is a very, very, very smart move because he's getting a little bit of rest. But Serpentico here, he's coming back. Wait. Wow, great job by Banks there. He cuts him off. He doesn't wait for this crowd to get the momentum behind Serpentico. Big body slam. He goes right for the cover.
Still just a 2 count. You could see what an unbelievable combination from the champ. And the the People's Snake was truly feeding off the crowd there for just a moment, but Banks disrespecting his opponent and really taking it to the next level here. That toughness streak you mentioned before, Drennan, really coming out in spades. Sepentico outside the ring here. Uh-oh.
I like this here. Utilize every single part of the ring.
Oh, and wait a minute! Sepentico able to slip through. Jawbreaker for his troubles. Up and over. Oh, but Banks again, that ring awareness, and what a boot.
You know, you don't see that a lot. One step ahead of Sepentico. That's a great move.
Drennan, in a situation like that, it is all about seizing the opportunity. Banks was caught up in the ropes after that sunset flip, came to his feet first and dropped that boot.
Well, one thing about Banks, he does not hesitate. He doesn't, he thinks on his feet. He's right in the moment. He doesn't let you sit there and he's a no wasted movement kind of guy.
And now looking perhaps to put away his opponent, but Sepentico putting the air brakes on. Locked in a checkmate here. Stalemate continues. Oh, we've become a suplex test of strength here in the middle of Mayhem on Mills. But still not enough. That dead weight coming in. Who is going to be the stronger man? Look at the strength here. Still not enough. Wow!
Sepentico coming up on top on that one. And you know, these guys both have a very high-paced, high-flying, junior heavyweight style, but hey, make no mistake about it, these guys both have muscle on them. Both guys are stronger than they appear.
It's not enough to just hit a suplex on someone who's roughly your same height and weight, but to go back and forth, teeter-totter before you can make the decision. Unbelievable strength. And now do or die time for Sepentico. Sidesteps the champ. Wow, big select kick.
And a kick like that is so dangerous, right to the back of the head and neck like that, that can put your lights out in a hurry.
Big Hurricane Rana as well. Wow! Liu Kang style pump kick. And now Sepentico again building momentum here. Wow! Huge DDT impact and now going for the cover. 1, 2, can we have new champ? No!
Banks survives.
You could hear this Mayhem crowd. They were all on board with Sepentico becoming new champ here.
Even Sepentico asking head referee Lee Canfield if that was actually a 2 count.
And now Banks huge comeback, big European uppercut there, but wait a minute, wombo combo, what a slap! Reversal from Banks. These two have read each other's books here, folks. And now high end. Wait a minute, Sepentico, reversal. Oh, big knee drop for his problem. Wow, snap German suplex off the rope. It is anybody's ball game here. Wow, what a stunner.
That could be it right there.
Cover, 2.
Banks, barely. I mean, that had to be 2.99999.
Drennan, we are in horseshoes and hand grenades territory. That was so close to 3, but still not enough, and you can see the toll that this match has taken on both these competitors.
I really think whoever can get to their feet first, and it looks like it's going to be Sepentico, can take advantage. We might have a new Fighting Spirit champion in just seconds.
Wow! Suplex with absolute authority there, and now Sepentico going high rent district here.
Fake needs to move. He needs to get some movement going here. There we go.
Up and over. Nobody in the pool, and running knee strike once again from the champ. And now, wow, corkscrew on that brainbuster. Beautifully placed. Cover, 1, 2. And still not enough. Are you kidding me?
But Banks can't get distracted. This is one of the things that young guys do. They sit there, they think that's enough because they beat some J-Brone with it not that long ago. But I'm telling you right now, Sepentico is not just your average competitor. He wouldn't be where he is if he was You gotta deep down, you gotta grab something, you gotta figure out, because this is what Blake Banks needs to do to move to that next level.
100% correct, and now. Ooh, stiff shot here. Now, I don't know if that's wise against somebody like Serpentico. Huge strike in response. And the young gun, Blake Banks, shot once again across the bow.
This crowd, I gotta say, firmly behind Serpentico here.
And now both competitors vertical, slugging it out in the center of the ring.
I love this. I love just a brutal slugfest.
All the agility in the world has made way for just two men running and gunning here. Oh! Almost knocked one of those pearly whites out of the face of Blake Banks. And again, huge knee strike. Serpentico.
He might be out. Banks has to take advantage right now. No. Cover him. I think he made a huge mistake not covering him right there.
Again, looking for the glory, looking for the big finale, but perhaps spoke too soon. Kick to the midsection from Serpentico. Certified wombo combo among us here, folks, and now Serpentico full out of steam. Oh, went for the pump kick too many times. Oh, wait a minute! Whoa!
What? Brilliant! Oh, my. Hey, listen. You can say what you want to about that. Hey, I've never been the nicest guy in the ring, but Blake Banks did what it took right there. He did exactly what he needed to do, and I'll tell you right now, Chuck State's about to say it. You may not like it, this crowd may not like it, but right now, Blake Banks has defeated Serpentico.
You know, I wonder, is that kind of underhandedness something they teach at the Fighting Spirit Wrestling School?
Nah, that's something you just learn on your own when you're just an absolute dick. Hey, trust me, I know from experience.
Be that as it may, the record books will reflect a successful title defense. Blake Banks, the ultimate opportunist here at Mayhem on Mills, and what a way to kick off the 8th anniversary show of Mayhem. And whether the crowd here likes it or not, you're looking at the future of Mayhem on Mills in one Blake Banks. Hopefully, we get the mask back to Serpentico. We see the amount of honor that goes with a masked luchador wrestler is beyond words, all the way back to the days of El Santo. And to have Serpentico disrespected like that and to lose the title fight, very disappointing, but you can see still a snake of the people.
Well, yes, these people appreciate Snake Man, appreciate Serpentico, and if I can say from a little personal thing, as one of the people that have been here for 8 long years, Serpentico, a day one